Alright, back here at the garage now. So, I'm glad to see everybody was enjoying those Rumble videos. We had a good time out there living on. It's a great show. A lot of people, even with that little bit of rain Saturday, it wasn't that bad. So we've come back and done a couple cruise ins and a couple small fall festivals, car shows, things like that. And the 60 had been running really good. We've had the Cadillac out running it. I wanted to do a little bit of an upgrade to the 60. So we're going to put on a Holley 600 carburetor. It's got the Quadrajet now, and that's what the motor had on the motor when we got it, was the Quadrajet, and they're great until they ain't. And I just like Holley. I've been running Holley on my Cadillac since that motor was put together. I've never had any issues out of it. Runs great. So we're going to put a little bit smaller Holley on this one because the 60's not, the motor is not punched up like the Cadillac. So we got just a 600 single pump Holley to go on it. Should make this car run really good. Like I said, the Quadrajets, thing about Quadrajet is the sound is amazing. When you open the 4-barrel on a Quadrajet, they just sound amazing. They're great carburetors. They were used from like 66, 7, or 8 to into the 80s. Chevrolets used those, and they were good carburetors till they wasn't, and then they, you know, not a lot of people know a lot about them. I like Holley. I've always liked Holley stuff, so that's what I normally gravitate towards, is Holley. So we're going to throw a Holley 600 on this 60, and then we're going to cruise this car to Bush's Baked Beans for a car show put on by a club up that way around Newport, Tennessee. Should be a really good show. Hopefully the weather holds out next week for it. I know we got a couple of guys from the club's going to ride up with us. Should be a really good time. And I'm hoping that that Holley makes a big difference on this car. I mean, the car was running really good, but with the Holley, I expect it to run even better than that. So we're going to throw this Holley on here now, and we're going to start her up and see how she does. Right out of the box, we're not going to turn any screws on the Holley. We're just going straight out of the box, straight on the motor, and fire this thing up and see how good it does. So let's get to it. Let's get it. Alright, we got that Holley on there now. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in here a little bit. You can see, I'll take the camera off the pod here. We'll go in there. Holley looks fantastic on this engine. And then we're going to fire it up. I did prime the bowls, so it's ready. And you can see that thing just looks amazing in there. Really looks good. So let's fire this thing off. And now, I mean, this is not anything new. Holley's really good at setting these things from the factory. So when you get them, you know, they're really ready to go. So we're going to give it a shot here. If I can get you guys back on the tripod now that I got you off. There we go. Alright. So we've got it primed up, ready to go. Let me jump in here. Let's fire this thing off and see what it does. Car sounds healthy. That's pretty good right out of the box. Not having to turn anything. Move you guys back over here. That's pretty good. Seems to idle down good. It's got a good wrap to it. Comes back down like it's supposed to. What we'll do next, I'll move the Cadillac and we'll back this car out and get the rear end aired up on it and back it out, and we'll take it for a test drive and see how she runs down the road now. Because idling, sitting in here idling and starting up, man, it's spot on. Spot on. So we'll do that next, and then that'll pretty much wrap everything up for this video. And I assume probably the next one we'll do will be us cruising to Newport for the Bush's, well, what I'm calling the Bush's Baked Bean Show, because it's at Bush's. It's not called the Bush's Baked Bean Show. Whatever it's called, but now I'm stuck on calling it that. So it's forever known now as Bush's Baked Bean Show, even though it's not Bush's show. But anyway, neither here nor there. Yeah, let me get the Cadillac out of the way, and then we'll go down the road in this car and see how she does. Let me do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're going to give this thing a test drive now to see how it does with this new carburetor on here. And a good test drive would be to go to the gas station, because we need gas. said, well, give me 20 out there because he wouldn't take my card. Yeah, well, I got 20 all right. All 4 gallons worth of 20. Don't go far when you're pumping 93. All right, let's see what this thing's gonna do. Vacuum line outside took like all 3 minutes. There was a guy pulled up and stopped to help us, but we already had it on there because we knew what it was. But that's